Denzel Washington, a legend of power and purpose. From Glory to Training Day, his performances redefined greatness. With every word and every glance, he commands the screen like no other. At 70, Denzel stands tall, a symbol of integrity, strength, and timeless artistry. Kevin Kline, a true master of charm and craft. From A Fish Called Wanda to In and Out, he brought intelligence, humor, and heart to every role. With his commanding stage presence and graceful style, Kline stands among Hollywood's most respected gentlemen. Now in his late 70s, he continues to inspire with timeless elegance. Jeff Goldblum, the definition of quirky brilliance. From The Fly to Jurassic Park, he turned eccentricity into art. With his smooth voice, sharp mind, and irresistible charm, Goldblum made every moment on screen unforgettable. Now in his early 70s, he remains effortlessly cool. A jazzman, a thinker, and a legend of timeless charisma. Mickey Rourke, the rebel heart of Hollywood. From 9.5 Weeks to The Wrestler, his fire burned bright on screen and off. At 72, he faced new storms and public controversy. Yet behind the scars remains the soul of a fighter, a man who rose, fell, and still stands as a true cinematic survivor. Harvey Keitel, one of cinema's most powerful souls. From Mean Streets to Pulp Fiction, he gave the tough man a heart and the villain a voice. Now at 86, he remains active and respected, still bringing quiet intensity to every scene, a living symbol of New Hollywood's golden age. Colin Firth, a gentleman shaped by grace and quiet strength. From Pride and Prejudice to The King's Speech, he showed the world that true power lies in restraint and heart. At 65, he remains a symbol of dignity, still captivating audiences with wisdom, warmth, and that unmistakable English charm time cannot fade. Al Pacino, a legend who gave cinema its heartbeat. From The Godfather to Scarface, he brought rage, silence, and soul to the screen, turning every moment into living art. Now at 85, he stands as Hollywood's eternal flame, wiser, gentler, yet still burning with that untamed fire. Patrick Dempsey, the man who defined charm for a generation. From Grey's Anatomy to Enchanted, he captured hearts with quiet confidence and warmth. Now at 59, he enjoys a life of balance, between racing, family, and roles that reflect his grace and maturity. George Clooney, the silver icon of modern Hollywood. From ER to Ocean's 11, he charmed the world with wit, grace, and effortless class. Now at 64, Clooney lives life on his own terms, splitting time between family, filmmaking, and quiet moments in Lake Como. Still every bit the gentleman the world fell in love with. Michael Keaton, a force of talent and transformation. From Batman to Birdman, he showed the world that reinvention is its own kind of heroism. Now at 74, he continues to work with quiet confidence, blending wisdom, humor, and heart. A true craftsman who never stopped believing in the power of story. Javier Bardem, a master of passion and presence. From No Country for Old Men to Skyfall, he turned darkness into beauty and villains into poetry. Now at 56, he remains a magnetic force, devoted to family, art, and stories that dare to feel. John Stamos, the heartthrob who brought warmth and wit to Full House. With that easy smile and timeless charm, he became a symbol of family, laughter, and lasting appeal. At 62, Stamos still shines, balancing music, acting, and fatherhood with the same joyful spirit we've loved for decades. Johnny Depp, the chameleon of cinema, who turned every role into a world of his own. From Edward Scissorhands to Jack Sparrow, his artistry blurred the line between fantasy and reality. At 62, he lives quietly in Europe, still creating, still mysterious, a legend who never stopped being himself. David Duchovny, the thoughtful rebel of television. As Agent Mulder in The X-Files, he made skepticism and wonder feel poetic. Later in Californication, he showed the charm of imperfection. At 65, Duchovny writes, sings, and acts with quiet grace, still searching, still questioning, just like the roles that defined him. Dustin Hoffman, the everyman who became extraordinary. From The Graduate to Rain Man, he redefined what true acting means. Raw, human, unforgettable. Now at 88, Hoffman remains a quiet legend, enjoying life with family, while his performances still echo through generations of film lovers. John Travolta, the man who made the world dance. From Saturday Night Fever to Pulp Fiction, he turned charisma into an art form. At 71, Travolta embraces life with grace and gratitude, still performing, still inspiring, a true icon who never lost his rhythm. Robert Redford, a name that defined American cinema's golden age. From Butch Cassidy to The Sting, he showed us that strength could be gentle and silence could speak volumes. Redford left us in 2025 at 89, but his spirit still lingers in every frame, reminding us why we fell in love with movies. Gerard Butler, the warrior with a heart. From 300 to Olympus Has Fallen, he carried strength, grit, and soul onto every screen. At 55, Butler lives between film sets and quiet coastal escapes, still driven by passion, still every bit the hero audiences fell in love with. Hugh Grant, the charming face of British romance. From 4 Weddings and a Funeral to Notting Hill, he made awkwardness feel elegant and love delightfully human. At 65, Grant enjoys a quieter life with his family, appearing only in stories that truly speak to his heart, a gentleman on and off the screen. Sam Neill, the quiet soul behind Jurassic Park's wonder. With calm strength and gentle humor, he made science, adventure, and heart feel beautifully human. At 78, Neill continues acting, writing, and tending his vineyard in New Zealand, living proof that grace and curiosity never grow old. Billy Zane, the elegant villain we love to hate. From Titanic to The Phantom, he brought charisma and danger to every frame. At 59, Zane paints, acts, and lives by the ocean. Still magnetic, still mysterious, a timeless reminder that true style never fades. Michael Biehn, the soldier of the silver screen. From The Terminator to Aliens, he embodied courage, grit, and heart in every battle. At 69, Biehn lives quietly, grateful for a lifetime of stories that shaped an era, a true action hero, both on and off the screen. Daniel Craig, the modern face of James Bond, brought grit, emotion, and realism to the iconic spy. Known for his piercing blue eyes and quiet intensity, he redefined 007 for a new generation. Beyond Bond, Craig continues to impress on stage and screen. At 57, he remains sharp, disciplined, and effortlessly cool. Harrison Ford, a timeless legend of adventure and heroism. From Han Solo to Indiana Jones, he defined generations of cinematic heroes. His rugged charm and quiet strength made him unforgettable. Even in his 80s, Ford's passion for storytelling still shines, a true icon whose legacy continues to inspire. Pierce Brosnan, the gentleman's spy with timeless grace. From GoldenEye to The Thomas Crown Affair, he brought style, wit, and quiet strength to the screen. At 72, Brosnan enjoys a peaceful life by the sea, painting, acting, and cherishing family. Proof that elegance never fades with time. Richard Dean Anderson, the man who turned ingenuity into heroism. As MacGyver, he taught a generation that brains could be stronger than fists. At 75, Anderson enjoys a quiet life in California, surrounded by nature and family, a true legend of television's golden age. Tom Selleck, the mustached icon of American television. From Magnum, P.I. to Blue Bloods, he brought quiet strength and honesty to every role. At 80, Selleck enjoys life on his California ranch, grounded, gracious, and still the kind of man audiences never stopped admiring. Terrence Hill, the blue-eyed cowboy who made the world smile. From They Call Me Trinity to My Name Is Nobody, he turned westerns into laughter and heart. At 86, Hill enjoys a peaceful life in Italy, still humble, still radiant, a legend who rode through time with kindness and grace. Guy Pearce, the chameleon of modern cinema. From Memento to LA Confidential, he mastered transformation, blending intelligence with raw emotion. At 57, Pearce continues to act and make music in Australia, living quietly, yet still carrying that mysterious spark that has defined his art for decades. Michael York, the epitome of British grace and charm. From Cabaret to Logan's Run, he brought sophistication and warmth to every role. At 83, he remains a beloved figure, admired for his resilience and dignified spirit through both art and life. Richard Chamberlain, the legendary star of the 70s as Dr. Kildare, won the hearts of audiences with his handsome looks and emotional acting. He passed away on March 29, 2025, after a long battle with illness. Although he has passed away, his legacy will live on in the hearts of Hollywood fans. Clive Owen, with his intense gaze and rugged charm, became a Hollywood icon through films like Closer and Children of Men. Now in his 60s, he continues to shine, leaving a lasting legacy as one of the industry's most respected actors. Paul Newman, a Hollywood legend known for his striking blue eyes and unforgettable roles in Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid and The Hustler, passed away on September 26, 2008, at the age of 83. His legacy endures not only through his films, but also through his significant philanthropic contributions. Bruce Willis became a Hollywood icon as John McClane in Die Hard. His tough guy image and diverse roles made him one of the most beloved action stars. Now at 69, Bruce lives with aphasia. Though retired, his remarkable legacy in film continues to inspire millions. In the 1950s and 1960s, Tony Curtis was Hollywood's brightest star, rising to fame with roles in Some Like It Hot and The Defiant Ones. He passed away on September 29, 2010, at the age of 85. But his charm and legacy live on in the hearts of his fans. Alain Delon, with his handsome looks and impressive roles in Le Samouraï and Plein Soleil, became an icon of French cinema. He passed away on August 18, 2024, at the age of 88. But his image still lives on in the hearts of audiences, leaving an indelible mark in the history of cinema. William Hurt, with his poignant performances in Kiss of the Spider-Woman and Broadcast News, left a lasting impression on audiences. He passed away on March 13, 2022, at the age of 71. But his talent and legacy will live on through the films he left behind. Tom Cruise, with his iconic roles in Top Gun and Mission Impossible, has become an enduring Hollywood icon. After more than 3 decades on the screen, he remains a force to be reckoned with, continuing to be a top star with breathtaking action scenes. Ralph Fiennes, with his artistic roles in Schindler's List and The English Patient, has affirmed his timeless talent. With his sharp looks and versatile transformations, he remains one of the top stars of cinema, making a strong impression in every role. Billy Campbell, with his iconic roles in The Rocketeer and The 4400, has captivated audiences with his undeniable talent and versatility. At 66, his presence remains magnetic, continuing to touch hearts with each performance, leaving a lasting impact on everyone who watches. Billy Campbell, with his iconic roles in The Rocketeer and The 4400, has captivated audiences with his undeniable talent and versatility. At 66, his presence remains magnetic, continuing to touch hearts with each performance, leaving a lasting impact on everyone who watches. Benicio del Toro, known for his intense performances in Traffic and The Usual Suspects, remains one of the most respected actors of his generation. Now 57, his unique presence and raw talent continue to mesmerize audiences, leaving a lasting impact on the film industry. Rock Hudson, a Hollywood icon known for his roles in Giant and Pillow Talk, captivated audiences with his charm and presence. He passed away on October 2, 1985, at the age of 59, but his legacy as one of cinema's most beloved stars endures. Terrence Stamp, renowned for his roles in The Collector and Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, passed away on August 17, 2025, at the age of 87. He succumbed to complications from a long battle with illness, but his timeless legacy, marked by powerful, unforgettable performances. Kevin Costner, known for his iconic roles in Dances with Wolves and The Bodyguard, has become one of Hollywood's most beloved actors. With a career spanning decades, his unforgettable performances continue to leave a lasting impression on audiences worldwide. Jeremy Northam, celebrated for his refined performances in The Winslow Boy and Gosford Park, has captivated audiences with his versatility and charm. With a career that spans both period dramas and modern thrillers, he remains a respected figure in the film industry. Eric Bana, known for his powerful performances in Troy and Hulk, has captivated audiences with his range, from intense action roles to dramatic portrayals. With a career that spans both Hollywood and Australian cinema, he continues to impress with his depth and versatility. Ian Ogilvy, best known for his roles in The Sane and Witchfinder General, has carved a lasting legacy in film and television. Now 82, he leads a quiet life away from the spotlight, married to his longtime partner. Known for his love of animals and the arts, Mel Gibson, known for Braveheart and Lethal Weapon, remains a Hollywood legend. At 69, he is preparing to start filming a pair of big movies, The Resurrection of the Christ, and has been embroiled in controversy after his gun rights were restored by the U.S. Department of Justice. Clint Eastwood, an irreplaceable Hollywood legend, is known for his iconic roles in Dirty Harry and Unforgiven. At 95, he has no plans to retire. Eastwood continues to create new stories and maintain a vibrant life with family and friends.